Well, hello everybody, and welcome. My name is Steven, the Jupiterian, with another video for you. Actually, this one's going to be on. Well, today's Wednesday, the 18th. Wednesday, the 18th of June, and here is the current sky at 10:40 a.m. Almost 10:41 a.m. The sun is at 27 degrees of Gemini, inching its way closer to Jupiter by the 20th, 21st. And let's move this into days. Why not? To Thursday, June 19th. The sun is at 28 degrees. The 20th at 10:41 a.m. The sun is at 29 degrees. And then if we move this into hours, later on the West Coast, in the evening, the sun, well, yeah, moves into Cancer at 7:40. Well, yeah, actually, let's move this an hour back. And then we'll move this into minutes because it's 7:42 p.m. on Friday night, Friday evening. The sun enters Cancer on the West Coast, almost at 9:42 p.m. on the East Coast. And yeah, so every other time zone, sorry, New Zealand, in order for time, I want to get this video done. On the moon, we'll be making a sextile to the sun at 0 degrees of Taurus to the sun in Cancer. So we have the shift of energy here. The sun is in a water sign. The moon is in an earth sign. It's a very good time for, and the moon is in a very good place here. The sun is in the moon's, or the moon is, no, the sun is in the moon sign, making a sextile to the sun in Cancer. And the moon is exalted here in Taurus. So there you have it. This, and we'll have the ascendant will be in Sagittarius on the West Coast. Actually, let's uh see something here. So let's edit this one to go to, oh, let's see. Um let's go to Bethpage, New York. Why not? And we will do that. So we have the west, the inner wheel is we have Leo rising at the moment, and in New York or the East Coast, the ascendant is in Libra at the moment. At 1:45 p.m., which is in New York right now, because add 3 hours to 10, it's 45. We have 1:45, almost 1:46 now. 1:46. in on the East Coast, and we have the West Coast as the outer wheel is the East Coast, the inner wheel is the West Coast. And right now, the moon is in Pisces. Later today, the moon will be moving into Aries. Okay, that's enough about that. Let's move this into. Okay, the sun will be entering Cancer. If you can hear that noise outside, I'm sorry. Having people doing um, electrical work from in other units here in this apartment. Um, so I'm sorry if you can hear that. So it'll be 10:40. See, I actually changed that so you can see the East Coast and the West Coast. They're at the same degree, but different time zones. Isn't that pretty cool? I show you that, and the moon will be in Taurus on June 20th. If we move that into an hour, the moon is in Aries, and then an hour from then, the moon moves into Taurus on the 20th. The 21st on the overseas, the sun moves into Cancer. And then let's move this in. Okay, move this into days. So now we're in Cancer. And then the moon will move into Gemini. Well, actually, I'll move this into hours. That's pretty interesting that the um, ascendants are very much different. Uh, we are looking for the moon and moves into Gemini. And then move this into minutes. Okay, so yes, here's the moon in Gemini on the 22nd when it just starts aiming to move into at 0 degrees 0 minutes. And then let's move this into days because on the 25th, 23rd, moon in Gemini. The 24th, the moon is at the 29th degree at this time, 7:57 p.m. and 10:57 p.m. East and West Coast. And then we'll move this into hours because, well, no, we're going to move this into the next day. And we're going to move the moon closer to the sun. We have a new moon on the 25th. And I wanted to share with you the moon. Okay. 4 degree. Okay, let's move this into minutes now. Yes, the moon and the sun are at 4 degrees 7 minutes of Cancer on the 25th. This will be at 3:30 a.m. on the West Coast or 6:30 a.m. on the East Coast. And the ascendant will be in Cancer on the East Coast. And the ascendant will be in Taurus on the West Coast. So that's how the differences of ascendants when the moon is in its new moon phase at 4 degrees 7 minutes. And yeah, see how the planets are all the same at the same degree, but the ascendants are different for each time zone. So we'll have our new moon is our next big event occurring on the 25th of June. Big shifts because it has also Jupiter is here in the mix with this new moon energy. So new big ideas, new big things are new. A lot of new things are coming in a big way with Jupiter here, the planet of wisdom and expansion, abundance, and faith, newfound faith, newfound things with the maybe possibly in a home situation because Cancer is a home sign, a home body. Cancer loves to be nurturing and motherly. Also, so yes, these three planets, well, the sun and the moon are considered planets. They are luminaries, but in astrology, they are planets. I want to share. Okay, let's see. So making a trine to Juno. making an in conjunction to Pluto. And then they're squaring Saturn and Neptune still. So this Saturn Neptune conjunction with this just squaring Mars, the Moon, Sun, and Jupiter, which has been this whole entire thing. But this is the first time that we will see this year where this configuration, Jupiter is conjunct this new moon in Cancer, making a sextile to Mars also, which is a really great Jupiterian type of energy. Things will be different, changing now that we'll be in Cancer season. And by the 4th of July, America, this asteroid America, will be closer to the sun. Let's move this a week. This is July 2nd. So America is in Cancer, the asteroid America. Happy birthday. And then we'll move this to the 3rd and then the 4th. It's close to the sun. It's close to Jupiter, where the moon will be in Scorpio, which will have a huge trine to these Scorpio planets. And then later on in July, the end of July, these will make a trine to the north node and a sextile to the south node, which is also very nice energy. And Venus is at the 29th degree of Taurus. At 6:30 a.m. Later on in the day, Venus will move into Gemini. And then July 7th, Uranus enters Gemini, where a whole lot of different things, upheaval maybe, or sudden changes, they will occur, uh, which is kind of cool. And on the East Coast, on 4th of July, the ascendant at this time, the ascendant will be in Cancer. So it'll be a very emotionally charged day. Um, for family, friends, and all that. Yep. Perfect time for that in the morning, anyway. But actually, as you get into the afternoon, because let's move this to about the evening, because everyone's having a barbecue around this time. Why not, right? Libra will be on the rise. Our barbecues, and then Venus is in Gemini. Let's move this into hours until like the evening hours. Mercury will be in Leo. So 8:30, 9:30 maybe, yeah. Just be careful of things. getting too intense and with this moon in Scorpio. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna stop the share here. And then what? All right, well, let's go back to the 25th. No, I don't want to stop the share. Let's go back to the 25th of June. 25th of June, where we'll have our new moon. I already covered that, but actually, this new moon will be bringing growing new beginnings, new dreams, and manifesting new things. Um, so depending on, yeah, so if you're Capricorn rising, this new moon will be in your seventh house. All right, well, yeah, let's go back in hours. All right. To Aries. Whoop, no, why not? Oh no, go back to it. Okay. So this new moon is happening in your fourth house, Aries rising. Of home. You're feeling home, but more home. New things are happening for you. It's squaring this Saturn and Neptune in your first house, but um, you may be wanting to be the homebody. Aries rising. Um, and then let's go forward to Taurus. Well, Taurus, this new moon is happening in your third house of your neighborhood, neighbors, having to deal with neighbors, your neighborhood, siblings, most likely one younger than you. Um, Also aunts, uncles, cousins. So actually, maybe you'll be feeling more at home with your neighborhood, staying home in the neighborhood. Taurus rising. Oops. All right, Gemini's. This new moon is happening in your second house of finances, money, possessions. Um, you may not be feeling the all the. You may be feeling that this holiday is way too expensive. I don't want to buy those fireworks or go to the um, spend any money today. Just being, maybe you want to be thrifty. Who knows? Or maybe you're spending a lot of money on things because Jupiter expands money issues. So maybe you could be also spending more your money on something of value or valuable to you. Okay, well, Cancer, this is all about you. You are the homebody. You are expanding your appearance. Make sure you're not eating too much. You could gain some weight. Sorry, but yeah, Jupiter expands the waistline in your first house, expands your appearance, expands your um your attitude toward and personality. So it's a good thing to be if you're an introverted Cancer. Well, yeah. You'll be expanding your personality. All right, now we're moving on to Leo. Well, this is happening. This new moon is in your 12th house, so hidden enemies. Also, this is a very spiritual house. It's the house of self-undoing also. You may be doing something, expanding something that others see that could potentially create a hidden enemy, or you could be expanding your dreams could have an expanding effect on you. Be careful of mm, be careful this week of things that are you may not see coming. Leo rising. Okay, Virgo, this is in your 11th house of friends. You could be potentially getting expanding your friend group, expanding something in a social gathering with this new moon here. Something new is coming your way, Virgo. Now, Libra. This has to do with your career, your public reputation, your status. Scorpio. This is your ninth house of expansion of your philosophical beliefs or your religious beliefs or higher learning, the higher mind. You're expanding your vision of something that you believe in. Sagittarius, this is your eighth house of other people's money, other people's values, other people's, your spouse's money, um, other people, um, this could also be the house of death, and taxes. And then we move to Capricorn. This is in your seventh house of your spouse, your significant other, one-to-one relationships, contracts with business, and yeah, and things like that. Aquarius. This has to do with work, your physical activities, chores that you need to do for yourself. Physical could be a physical thing, could also be emotional. Because since it's a water sign, it could be you're more in tune and emotional about um, your routines, your um, work habits are expanding in new directions, and taking care of a health issue, which could be expanded on. All right, for you, Pisces, this is happening in your fifth house of creativity, your relationships with casual relationships. Um, this could be love affairs. There are also creativity and children, entrepreneurial endeavors, hobbies, and things that you find fun and enjoyable. That's the house of fun, the fifth house. What you enjoy doing, your hobbies, the creative projects you do, how you are creative. For Pisces, well, this is a very you expand. You're going to be expanding some kind of creative project, or maybe you'll be expanding your um, getting. You may get pregnant, Pisces. Yeah. Or creating a creating something. This is also procreation, the house of procreation. So yes. And then we did Aries and then Taurus. Yeah. And Gemini. Okay. Yes. So alrighty. So that's all I'm going to do here. And so yeah, that's that new moon. I'm going to also be doing a new moon ceremony after this for my I'm going to be creating a got more content coming. So be make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're new here. Um hit the notification bell when you're to be notified when another video of mine comes up. And thanks for watching. I'm Stephen the Jupiterian. Take care, everybody, and be safe out there.